Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcast student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live. It is Monday, October 22nd, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors. And it is senior night here at the farm. How are you doing today, Logan?
I'm doing good today.
Northern is led by head coach Miss Shannon Yesner, and she's joined by her assistant coaches, Miss Michelle Rafrano, Miss Alyssa Real, and Miss Molly Napolitano. And they've got the Hounds playing some really competitive soccer this season. Now, this is the second game of our sports doubleheader tonight. We're actually coming off a victory that the boys team had earlier that was also against New Egypt.
And Northern, number 15, passes it, and that looked like it went out of bounds there.
But as I was saying, the girls team currently sits at 5-11-1. And despite their record, they've had some big wins this season versus teams like Burlington Township, Camden Catholic, Atlantic Tech, Pemberton, and Cherry Hill West. And they've had some tough losses to teams like Seneca, Morristown, and Cherry Hill East. But they've got 7 games that have been decided by 1 goal. So, those games go the other way. The Hounds could very well have double-digit wins. Those are the breaks of the game. But I think that says a lot when you can hang with really tough teams like Delran and Cinnaminson, Burlington Township, Manalapan. So the Hounds are coming off that loss to Manalapan 1-0. But I know they'd like nothing more here than to get a big win in front of our home crowd. Northern averages just about 2 goals per game, and they give out just over 2 goals a game. So they've been highly competitive this season, and they're looking for some of their playmakers to get the Hounds on the board and get on the board early. And those playmakers include standouts like Victoria D'Imperio, who leads the team with 13 goals this season, Nina Burden with 8, and Lauren Garwood, who has 3.
Northern kicked it out of bounds. I'm sorry, New Egypt kicked it out of bounds. And then here comes Northern. New Egypt. And the ball is loose and the goalie kicks it.
We're also going to be celebrating our seniors at halftime. Madison Placken, Michaela Britnell, and Faith Rivera. So want to congratulate those girls for all their years of hard work here on the team. And the Hounds also get contributions from players like Heather Russell as well, who's one of our assist leaders, in addition to Garwood and D'Imperio. And we'd love to see the community support, parents, teachers, staff members, students on hand supporting our girls, our seniors, after 4 years of hard work. Want to honor these girls. And we've got a great game here underway. I know they're looking to get a big win here in front of the friends, family, and community members here on hand. And it is senior night here for our girls.
New Egypt has it. Passes. And New Egypt has got some room there. Passes. And that goes out of bounds.
So we'll get a quick throw in here, and as you stated, Warriors have dominated time of possession so far, but still lots of soccer left to play here. We are so very early in the first half. Now this is a relatively young Hound squad. They only lost 2 seniors from last year in Jenna Vigorito, who was our goalie, and Deanna D'Imperio, who was one of our top goal scorers last year. And the Hounds were 10-10 last season, highly competitive, and they ended up getting to the state playoffs, falling to Freehold Borough. But they got a big win versus New Egypt last year, and I'm sure New Egypt would like nothing more than to come in here and spoil our senior night. Hopefully we can get a big win in front of our home crowd, and I know the boys soccer team had a lot of support, and we still continue to have a lot of parents, friends, community members here on hand supporting our Hounds, and that one looks like it's going to get a little scuffle there at midfield, and we're going to get a quick whistle.
It is now New Egypt's ball. New Egypt punts it, and that will be a headbutt there, and Northern kicks it around midfield, and that will be out of bounds. New Egypt's ball. And Northern headbutted it again out of bounds. That will be New Egypt's ball. New Egypt throws it in. And that will stay in bounds. Northern.
Now the Warriors come into this game, they are currently 10-3-1. They score about 3 goals a game and only give up about a goal. And they've had some big wins this season versus teams like Willingboro, Pennsauken, and West Hampton Tech. And in fact, they have had numerous games where they have shut out their opponents, including 5 games with shutouts and only 3 games where they've given up only 1 goal. So they're a really tough team. Obviously, they're in a different division than Northern. They are in the Patriot division, while Northern is in the Liberty division. So different opponents, but I know our girls are motivated. This is actually the last game of the season, pending any seedings for the state tournament. So I'm sure our girls would like nothing more than to go out and get a big victory in front of our home crowd.
Now Northern, that will be out of bounds. New Egypt's ball. New Egypt throws it in. And New Egypt still has it. Passes. Open there. And they will stay in bounds, and that will be out.
And as we said, this is the second game of our doubleheader, and so far it's been all New Egypt, but I would be looking for Northern to get the ball to their playmakers, to hopefully get one on the board sooner than later, try to take the lead, and hopefully get the crowd behind them. Now, New Egypt has been on fire lately. They've won 8 of their last 10. They've been 8-1-1 in those games, only tying Palmyra and only falling to Pemberton 2-1. So they've really been on quite a bit of a hot streak, and they've got one more game on their schedule after this one against Holy Cross. So they're looking to also get seeding in their own playoff bracket.
That will go out of bounds. That will be Northern's ball.
And you can follow all of Northern Sports on Twitter at NBC_athletics. That is monitored by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzak. He does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. And certainly you can follow Northern Girls Soccer on Twitter as well. So just about 33 minutes to play here in the first half. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is senior night. It is Monday, October 22nd, as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors in the last game of their regular season. Looking to get a big win here in front of our friends, family, community members on hand. And again, this is the second game of our doubleheader. The boys soccer team won their senior night versus New Egypt earlier in the night, and now we have the girls hopefully trying to get a victory as well. And we've got a really heated contest going on so far.
Now Northern kicks it out of bounds, and that will be New Egypt's ball. New Egypt throws it in. Headbutt by Northern. Headbutt by New Egypt. And that will go out of bounds. New Egypt with the corner kick. Kicks it. Headbutt there by New Egypt. A little bit of a scuffle there. Now Northern has it, and it will go out of bounds. Headbutt by Northern. New Egypt steals it there. Northern. Still has it. Nice punt there. And that will go out of bounds.
So we've got quite the matchup here. I want to take this opportunity to also If any of our viewers are interested in any sponsor opportunities to help us inform, entertain, educate our audience here at Northern TV, you could reach out to us, northerntv@nburlington.com, or email our Director of Instruction, Mr. Matt Conowitz, mconowitz@nburlington.com, for more information on all the sponsorship opportunities we have here, not just for our athletic events, but for our academic events as well. Northern TV covers all of our concerts at the high school and middle school, our Greyhound Choice, Greyhound Gala, our award ceremonies, graduation, obviously, and much, much more. Our flagship show, The Northern News, which we'll be posting our second episode later this evening. So lots of ways to stay plugged in here at the farm, and lots of action going on here in this one. And both these teams have been playing really aggressive here so far, as that one goes just past midfield. Now, in goal for the Greyhounds is goalkeeper Rachel Quigley. She's done a great job this season. She comes into this one with over 135 saves on the year. She's actually had 5 games this season with double-digit saves, including a 20-save game versus Cinnaminson and a 19 and 17-save game versus RV. So she's been doing an outstanding job. Had 5 saves against Manalapan in the Hounds last game. Just fell short in that one, as I said, 1-0. But she's certainly been doing her part, and she's having a great season so far. And she's taken over for senior Jenna Vigorito, who did a great job in goal for the Hounds last year. So certainly some big shoes to fill, but she's been doing outstanding and certainly doing a great job so far in this one, as we still are tied 0-0 here in the first half.
That was kicked out of bounds there onto the track. New Egypt throws it back in, and that was taken by Northern. Northern kicks it. Northern still has it there. And that will be out of bounds. Throws it in, and that will be out of bounds again.
Now, if you're New Egypt, you got to be a little disappointed you haven't gotten the ball to your playmakers like Celeste Leal, who leads the team with 12 goals, followed by players like Nicole Winooski and Jessica Bray, who are second and third with 5 and 4 goals respectively. And New Egypt's had a two-headed attack in goal this season with Grace Drewer, 44 saves on the year, and Mackenzie Normile with 27. So I'm looking for Northern to capitalize here on a almost looked like what was going to be a breakaway there. But hopefully they can get on the board early and ride the momentum here in the senior night.
Downfield there. That will be kicked out of bounds. Northern gonna throw it. Northern throws it in. Kicks it. Northern. And now that will be saved by New Egypt. Punts it. Around midfield. Northern kick passes. That will be brought downfield, but now Northern going downfield. And that is saved by New Egypt.
So great play there. Looked like we were going to have a scoring opportunity. Just under 26 minutes to play here in this one. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Storr. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 22nd, 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors in what's really been a really tight matchup here. And it is senior night for our girls, so we'll be looking to honor our 3 seniors on the team at halftime. And those seniors are Maddie Plotkin, Michaela Bretnell, and Faith Rivera. So I want to thank them for their outstanding work, and obviously that's very important for them and the coaches and their families and all of our students here and staff members on hand. We've got a great turnout here, and as I said, this is the second game of our sports doubleheader. The boys were victorious earlier in the night, and the girls are looking to ride that momentum and hopefully get another big win here under the lights in front of our home crowd.
Northern kicks it out of bounds there. New Egypt kicked it out of bounds there. Northern throws it in. Ball stuck right there. And New Egypt. Now Northern trying to get it out of there. And here comes Northern. Punts it down. And that will go out of bounds. New Egypt's ball.
Now the clock will continue to run. We have two 40-minute halves in this game, and the official time will be kept on the field by the officials, so they'll tack on any extra time that goes when a ball goes out of bounds, for example, or a penalty. But we've got a real nail-biter here in this one, still 0-0. About 24 minutes left in the first half here. And this is my 62nd game here announcing for Northern TV, and certainly I've done a lot of big wins for Northern. We've done some tough losses, but included many games over the years, including last year's big senior night win versus Holy Cross. So hopefully can do our part here, Logan, you and I, and the Hounds can get a big win here in front of their friends, family, community members on hand for senior night. Always a great turnout, always a supportive community here. That ball's going to sail out of bounds, and we'll see what they can do with this one.
Northern trying to get it out of there. Northern and New Egypt is not out of bounds, and Northern will kick it out of bounds. It is now New Egypt's ball. Now they have to be careful here because they are close. New Egypt is pretty close to getting to score a goal now. Now New Egypt threw it in. Northern trying to get it out of there. Now they got it. Northern around midfield now. Tough big hit there. Keep kicking it back and forth there. Not out of bounds there. Headbutt by New Egypt. And looked like there was
a whistle on that one. Now we've been talking a lot about some of the offensive standouts on the Greyhounds, but they get some really good contributions from some other players as well, including players like Michaela Paulson, Casey Monahan, Brooke Hart, Jess Fell, Hannah Alexander, and many others. And as we stated, the Hounds come into this one with a 5-11-1 record, but as I stated, that record is not indicative to the great play that these girls have done. They've had 7 games that were decided by 1 goal. So those games go the other way. The Hounds could very easily be 12-4, and that one looked like it was a quick save there by the goalie. But, this is a team that's primed to really maybe take off next season, developing these young players. And I'm sure Coach Yesner and the assistant coaches are doing their part to get these girls fired up for next season. But obviously, first things first, the senior night tonight, last home game of the season. So I know they'd like nothing more than to go out on the high note here in front of our crowd.
Northern trying to get this win tonight, and again, it is senior night. Northern, right where they want to be, looking to get a goal here, and that just went out of bounds there. Now that will be a goal kick. Goalie kicks it, and that will stay in bounds. New Egypt kicks it back to Northern area. Now Northern kicks it to the defender, and now Northern has a perfect opportunity here, and that will not go in. That was saved by New Egypt, and that will be out of bounds there.
Hate to see an opportunity like that get wasted, but that was a great play by the Warriors defense, and that almost could have put the Hounds up on the board in this one. We would love nothing more than to get on early and hopefully get a big win here. Now, we had a really successful fall season here at the farm, and as we stated, boys soccer won their opener in this senior night, but they finished their season at 10-6-1. The football team is 5-2, and they've got a big game this weekend versus Bishop Eustace. That is an away game that starts at 7 p.m. That's the last game of the season before the playoffs start. As I stated, girls soccer 5-11-1, field hockey 6-12. Cross country was division champs, and our girls tennis team rounded out the season 12-2. And congratulations to BCSL champion first singles Ali Amor. In addition, Northern was the only school to have players in all 5 varsity events to reach the BCSL girls tennis final. So congratulations to Coach Tomasetti and Coach Fuller on that season as well. So they've been doing a great job, and all of our teams are always highly competitive, and it looks like we still have plenty of time left in this one, as Northern looked like they were going to get on the attack there, but quickly broken up.
Broken up there, Northern kicks it down where they want to be. Looking to score a goal here, and that will go in. That is a goal for Northern. 1-0 Greyhounds. Then here's the replay of what happened with that goal, and that was a very nice goal there by Northern. We're going to continue back to the action there.
So what an outstanding play there. Greyhounds get on the board early in this one, and love to see crowds fired up. You can hear the cheers coming from the stands, and Greyhounds currently up in this one now 1-0. Still plenty of time left in the first half, but certainly it's a lot easier when you're playing with the lead versus a team like New Egypt who scores 3 goals a game and only gives up about 1. To get on early, it's got to be a big momentum shift in this one, and the Greyhounds are wasting no time. They're going to stay on the attack on offense and hopefully get a second goal here and walk away with a big win against a really good team. Now you can follow, as I stated, all the athletics Northern on Twitter. You can also follow Northern TV on Twitter at Northern_TV. You can also check us out on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're streaming on the web. We're streaming on YouTube tonight, as well as our Northern TV app at appcatch.com. Or you can email us, northerntv at nburlington.com, for all kinds of questions on DVD sales, programming information, sponsorship opportunities, and much more. And we've got a great game so far here tonight, Logan. And it looks like New Egypt is going to try to get on the board here.
Now New Egypt saves it there. New Egypt kicks it down. And now New Egypt has an opportunity here. It's New Egypt's ball. Northern trying to get it out of there. Northern kicks it down, New Egypt with the return. Whistle there.
So it looks like goalie Rachel Quigley is going to send this one out. And certainly she's got to love the fact that she's playing with the lead in this one. As I stated, coming in this game, 135 plus saves on the season, doing a great job. And it's always easier when you're the goalie to play with the lead than, play from behind. And she's been doing an outstanding job so far in this game.
Now Northern kicks it down. New Egypt getting it out of there. Now New Egypt kicks it downfield. Now New Egypt has had an opportunity there. Northern passes. And that will go out of bounds. That will be Northern's ball. Northern. Now Northern. And there is a whistle there. New Egypt keeps it. And that will be stole by Northern. Nice play there. And that will go out of bounds by Northern. New Egypt throws in.
So, header, back-to-back headers, and there's a whistle as the teams look to recalibrate here, looking to get into position. So we got a real nail-biter here at the farm, just under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. It is senior night, 2018.
Kicks downfield. New Egypt with the return. Now Northern. Northern has it. Northern's keeping it. And that will be a high one there. Northern trying to get it out of there. And now they finally do that, but that will go out of bounds, and that will be New Egypt's ball.
So always tough to prepare for a team that you don't play very often. As I stated, these two teams are in the Liberty Division and Patriot Division respectively, so not a lot of common opponents either. But one game that stands out, one of New Egypt's 3 losses was at Delran, and they fell in that one 4-0. Northern's actually played Delran really tough this season, losing a game by 1 goal and then tying them as well. So if that game is any indication of common opponent you can measure these two teams against, Northern should certainly be in the driver's seat, and they are here up in this one 1-0. But I would look for New Egypt not to waste any time. As I stated, they score about 3 goals per game, and they've had quite a few games where they've scored 3, 4, even 7 goals. And so as long as Northern can contain their offensive players, and they've done a great job so far containing Celeste Leal and Nicole Winooski, in addition to Jessica Bray, the Greyhounds could certainly be in the driver's seat in this one. Hopefully they can wind out the first half and hold on to this lead before halftime. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 22nd, as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors in the second game of our senior night doubleheader. And as I stated previously, the boys soccer team were victorious in their game. And we're hoping for the same result here. And just to recap, Northern got on the board about 5 minutes ago when Cheyenne Lewis scored, and she was assisted on that play by Kelsey Anasens.
Then here's the replay of what happened with that goal, and that was a very nice goal there by Northern.
And as I stated, the Hounds come into this one 5-11-1, but the record is not indicative of how well the Hounds have played this season, and they've had 7 one-goal games, and they could very easily have double-digit wins, and they hang with some really tough teams, including teams like Delran, RV twice, Burlington Township, Cinnaminson, and recently to Manalapan. Coming off a losing streak, but hopefully they can get a big win here as they wrap up the regular season here at the farm in front of our home crowds. And we're going to be honoring our seniors on the team at halftime, so you want to stay tuned for that one. Some outstanding seniors on the squad to congratulate them and thank them for all their hard work over the past 4 years here at Northern. So, ball still about midfield. And as I stated, this is a really tough New Egypt team coming into this one 10-3-1. And they've got some really great players on their team, some offensive firepower, and Northern's done a great job keeping those girls off the board. As I stated, they average about 3 goals a game. So the fact that Northern's up in this one 1-0 the first half, I think says a lot for the Hounds, and I'm sure they'd like nothing more than to send Madison Plotkin, Michaela Brunel, and Faith Rivera home with a big win on senior night here in front of our home crowd. Looks like almost a breakaway here for New Egypt, but she's going to get caught in the back by a couple of Lady Hounds. Great job there on defense. Quickly is going to send this one downfield here. Want to remind our fans that we have a big upcoming football game, wrap up the football season as well. The Northern Burlington Greyhounds are currently 5-2, came off a big win at homecoming, recently defeated Delran as well. They have a big matchup at Bishop Eustace, and that'll end their season before the possible seeding in the playoffs. So looks like the fans don't like the call there by the referees, but a whistle nonetheless, and New Egypt's going to look to regroup a little bit here with under 10 minutes to play in the first half. As I stated, this New Egypt team has been red hot. They are 8-1-1 in their last 10, and they've defeated a lot of local teams, including Willingboro, Pennsauken, Bordentown, Medford Tech, Burlington City, and Pemberton. But the Hounds have had a really tough go this season with just some really tough matchups. But as I stated, they hung with some really good teams, and I think this team has a lot to look forward to for next season and future seasons, as they have a lot of young talent. And I know Coach Yesner, Coach Rafrano, Coach Real, Coach Napolitano have a lot to look forward to with these young girls coming up. They say winning builds confidence, losing builds character, and these girls have nothing to hang their hats on. Get a big win here tonight, they can use that as motivation for next season. That one's going to get sailed past midfield, and maybe Northern get another one on the board here before the end of the first half. That'd be a great momentum swing for the Lady Hounds as we are ticking away here in the first half. And New Egypt's going to throw this one in. As I was stating earlier, the boys soccer team won, and they got goals from Christian Hurt, Robert Cocotalo, and Aaron Osborne. And it looks like New Egypt's going to be pressing again, once again, for another shot on goal. Great defensive stop there by the Greyhounds. And the crowd is fired up on this one. A great turnout. Once again, friends, family, community members on hand. Boys soccer team currently on hand. Northern TV, as I stated, on hand here doing our production. And just a great turnout. Once again, always a great supportive community here at the farm. Looked like we're going to get a penalty there, but no call. And, you know, we've gotten some really ticky-tack play going on there on the field. I know both these teams want to win in the worst way, and both these teams are being highly aggressive, so you got to love the passion being shown currently. And, you know, New Egypt's not used to being down. I mean, as I said, 10-3-1. They're usually cruising in their games. As I stated, they score 3 goals a game. So credit to Northern for holding them here in the first half. Obviously, still far from over, but the Hounds average, just as I stated, just under 2 goals per game, and they give up just over 2 goals per game. So they've been highly competitive. And they're looking to wind this first half down, holding on to this lead with about under 5 minutes to play here. And, of course, the time on the scoreboard is not the official time. That's kept on the field by the referees. But nonetheless, just to give you an idea of how much time is left here, and it's going to be a quick throw-in by the Warriors. So Northern's getting some outstanding defensive play, and I'd be looking for their playmakers, hopefully to get some more goals before this one's said and done, including their leading scorer, Victoria D'Imperio, in addition to Heather Russell and Nina Burden. That's their top scorers. They also get tremendous play from Lauren Garwood. And still plenty of time left, about midfield. It's clear that the Northern coaching staff has come out with a game plan here to contain the firepower of New Egypt, and they're doing a great job so far. And who knows, Northern might get one more goal before this first half is done. And you can hear the fans fired up in this one. Just want to remind our viewers that you can follow all Northern sports on Twitter. That is at NBC_athletics, and that is maintained by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzak. He does a great job keeping everybody plugged in to all the athletic action, and we certainly have many wonderful things to look forward to in the fall season as our teams are looking to advance to the state playoffs. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Northern clinging to a 1-0 lead. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is senior night 2018 as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors. And what's really been a contentious matchup here so far. And both teams are still fighting for possession. Still have another half to go. And Northern's done a great job containing Celeste Leal. She is the top goal scorer for New Egypt. She's got 12 goals on the season. So that's almost a goal per game. So I'm sure she was the #1 priority here for the defense of the Hounds. And Northern's still in prime position here. And that was going to sail out of bounds. So, a few minutes ticking away here. And looks like the keeper of New Egypt is going to send this one downfield. You can hear the crowd getting fired up here for the girls. As I stated, coming off a big win. Boys were victorious on their senior night versus New Egypt. So we're looking for the 1-2 punch here, so to speak. Getting a big win. Also want to take this opportunity as we wind down the first half, and we still have an entire second half to play, but wanted to thank our camera operators here who are on the scene, providing us with some really great production and crew, including students Brittany Hope, Andrew McFarland, Corey Chodes, Miss Ashley and Miss Emily Walsh, Miss Olivia Mattis, and Mr. Matt Pona for his outstanding production work so far. And this game is actually streaming on YouTube as well, so hopefully our fans can check it out. And if you can't, you can also check us out on our district station, Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're also streaming on the web, so lots of ways to stay plugged in and lots of ways to keep up with the athletic action and academic action here at Northern. As we are winding down this first half here with Northern cruising in the lead, up 1-0. But as I was stating, this is a really good New Egypt team, and they score about 3 goals a game. So credit to the Greyhounds, credit to the coaches and the players, obviously, for limiting the opportunities of New Egypt. Obviously, this half is not over, and the game is far from over. We have an entire second half left to play, but got to love the effort here by the Lady Hounds. Looking to get a big win here on senior night. And just a few minutes away here, winding down in the first half.
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the scoreboard clock.
And once again, a reminder from our announcer, letting us know that the official time is kept on the field, not by the scoreboard. But just to give you an idea of how much time is left, there is about 2 minutes left on the game clock, and Northern's looking to score one more time, and that's going to get broken up by New Egypt. Then a great save by the keeper as it sails out of bounds, and Northern might have one more shot here as we wind down the first half here at this one. And we'll see what we've got drawn up here. Looks like a header. Once again, another great save by the keeper, and New Egypt's looking to clear the zone here. And great defense there as the ball gets about midfield. But Logan, this has been a really exciting first half. I'm very much looking forward to the second half of this one. I know they might have one more chance here before the end of the first half to try to send one more in the goal. And that looks like it's going to get stolen by New Egypt, and they're going to just try to clear the zone here and walk away from this one. Only down 1, but Northern with some great opportunities there in the first half, and great goalkeeping by Rachel Quigley there on the back end for Northern Burlington. As we wind this one down here in the first half for senior night 2018 here at the farm. So that one's going to sail out of bounds. And it's been a really, really exciting first half, and I very much look forward to honoring these girls, these seniors, for all their hard work. Looks like that's going to honor our seniors here at halftime. Oh, one more opportunity. Looked like that was going to sneak by the keeper, and it didn't, and that's going to do it, folks, for the first half. So we'll pick back up here in the second half. Really exciting game. Northern currently up in this one, 1-0.
And so after one half.
you, Olivia. There you go.
Make sure you're following them.
Well, as we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is senior night for our varsity girls soccer program, and they feature 3 seniors who we'd like to introduce to you now. Our first senior is number 14, Michaela Brutinel. She's being escorted by her parents, Deanna and Dennis, and her sisters, Emmy and Audrey. Michaela is interested in attending Penn State University, where she would like to study business and finance. She is a 4-year varsity letter winner and one of our captains. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Brutinel. Our second senior is number 10, Madison Plotkin. Madison's being escorted by Carolyn and Chad and is interested in attending the University of Virginia to study business and law. She is a 4-year varsity letter winner and also one of the captains. Number 10, Madison Plotkin. And our third senior is number 56, Faith Rivera. Faith is escorted by Julie and Theodore. She is undecided in terms of a college to attend, but she would like to study the field of animation. Ladies and gentlemen, number 56, Faith Rivera. And now for our 3 seniors, a message from your coaches. To our seniors, all 3 of you are very special young ladies. Each one of you brings something so unique to this program. Your leadership is displayed day in and day out. We are so lucky and blessed to have had the opportunity to coach you. Good luck with the next step of your lives. I know you will all succeed in whatever you choose to do beyond Northern. Thank you for everything from Coach Yesner and Coach Rofrano, also known as Lawyer and Rofro. Also, a thank you to the Northern Burlington Middle School girls soccer players who were able to be here tonight to help out with the sidelines. And so, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for our 3 members of the class of 2019 from our varsity girls soccer program.
So welcome back. Again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Tyler Kay. How you doing, TK?
I'm doing great, Jimbo. Pleasure to be here.
And we are here live, and it is senior night, as I said, for our Lady Greyhounds, and we had great introduction of our seniors there.
Hard fought first half.
It was TK, and Northern was lucky to get on the board when Cheyenne Lewis scored that goal with about 8 minutes left in the first half. So, should be a great matchup here.
We have a great and supportive community here at Northern for all of our teams.
And we love to see the community support, parents, teachers, staff members, students on hand supporting our girls.
And boom goes the dynamite. Great play by the Greyhounds.
Indeed. And we had the opportunity to honor our seniors.
The coaches have done a great job this season. There's really great players on both sides.
It is, and the Hounds did a great job holding New Egypt. As I stated earlier, they scored about 3 goals a game, so the defense really did their part in the first half, so we'll see what they can do here in the second.
I've been doing this a long time, Jimbo, and I have to say, defense is really the key to any great team.
And the key really will be to be stopping the leading scorer of New Egypt. And as I stated, they've been a really high-powered offense led by outstanding Celeste Leal, who's been their top goal scorer with 12 goals in 14 games this season. So she averages almost a goal a game. So look out for her here in the second half.
You can't teach hustle.
No, that was a great hustle play there by the Greyhounds, and it's clear that the coaching staff and the players want to get a big win here for senior night. And as I stated, we honored our 3 seniors on the team for their contributions to our program, so that was a great moment for those girls. But as I stated earlier, this has been a really competitive Hounds team. They are currently 5-11-1, as we stated earlier, but again, that record is not reflective of how well they've played this year, considering they've had 7 games that have been decided by 1 goal. So really, this could be a double-digit win team. And, they're going to look to build on that success for next year. And what better way here than to get a big win here on senior night, wrapping up our regular season here at the farm. And as I stated, the boys wrapped up their season as well with a big win over New Egypt in their game. So we're going for the double whammy, so to speak, TK, to borrow one of your quips. So should be a great matchup, and it's really been highly contested.
When you have this many good players around you, it's hard not to look good.
Want to remind our viewers that if you want to check out Northern TV, you can on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're also streaming on the web. You can check us out on YouTube. And you can watch all the exciting, not just athletic action, but academic action here at Northern. Lots of exciting things. Our flagship show, The Northern News, just posted today, our 2nd episode of the year. So lots of ways to stay plugged in and lots of ways to keep up with all the exciting things going on here at Northern Burlington. And we've got a great and exciting matchup here, and the crowd is fired up. You can hear, and it's great to see the support of our friends, family, and community members on hand. And it looks like Northern may get another shot attempt here, but that's quickly broken up by the Warriors. And as I stated, this is a team in New Egypt. They're coming off some really big wins this year. And they've been 8-1-1 in their last 10. So they've really been on a roll. Their scoring's been a little down in those games. And they really haven't scored more than a goal and a half in their last 4 or 5. So they've slowed down a little bit, and that's certainly advantageous for Northern. Currently up in this one, 1-0, but obviously that no lead is safe when you're playing a high-powered team like New Egypt. But, Rachel Quigley's doing a great job, and as I stated, she has had a tremendous season taking over for last year's senior goalkeeper Jenna Vigorito. Northern hopefully can get another shot here on goal. We're going to get a throw in here from New Egypt, and they're going to look to get on the board here quickly in this one. And again, outstanding defensive effort from players like Jess Fell, Faith Rivera, obviously Rachel Quigley. And it looks like Northern might get another shot attempt here. They've certainly been the aggressor here in the second half. New Egypt dominated time of possession in the first half, but as I stated, great play by Cheyenne Lewis. Put Northern up in this one, 1-0. And she was assisted on that one by by Kelsey Anisens. So great 1-2 punch there for the Hounds. And I'd be looking for some of our playmakers like Victoria D'Imperio and Heather Russell to try to get on the board as well. Victoria D'Imperio, as I stated earlier, is our leading goal scorer for the season. And she has really been our go-to player here on offense. And it looks like the Hounds making another shot attempt here on goal. And great save by the keeper. But maybe a rebound attempt here. Broken up by New Egypt. So great play. And the crowd sounded a little disappointed in that when they sounded like they were looking for another goal. About to go crazy here with another goal for the Greyhounds. And we may get another shot there. Another great save. And as I stated earlier, New Egypt gets great goalkeeping contributions. They've got a 1-2 punch, really, with Gracier and Mackenzie Normile, in addition to some of their outstanding offensive players like Madeline Reuter, Nicole Winooski, Jessica Bray, and Lauren Lanning. So credit to Northern, credit to the coaches. And still got a lot of time left to play in this one here in the second half. And Northern once again on the attack here.
You can feel the energy level of the crowd, and it really pumps up our athletes out there.
Sure does, TK, and Northern's obviously playing really well today. As we stated, this New Egypt team has been red hot coming into this one. Currently 10-3-1, and you know Northern struggled a little bit. In their last 10, they're actually 0-9-1. 6 of those games were 1-goal games, and as I stated earlier, this is a team with a really bright future. They started the season pretty well at 5-2, and hopefully they can get a big win here and build on that before the Central Jersey Group 3 playoffs, which are right around the corner. And Northern will probably be in a seeding between 11 or 14, and they'll probably be playing at Brick or Steiner, Nottingham, Hopewell Valley, one of the big teams in the bracket. Allentown, Steiner, and Brick specifically are 1, 2, 3 favorites. So hopefully Hounds can get a big win here, and we looks like we got a big corner kick opportunity here coming up for the Greyhounds. And an incredible attempt there.
It's been an incredible season here at the farm.
It sure has, TK. And as I mentioned, the football team is currently 5-2. They've got a big game coming up at Bishop Eustace. The tennis team had a singles champion in the BCSL. We also had our cross-country team, division winners, field hockey team. Struggled a little bit, but still competitive. In addition to boys and girls soccer, who look at the state playoffs coming up here. So lots of excitement. As always, lots of excitement in this game. Northern's certainly been in the driver's seat, but still plenty of soccer left to play in this one. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle there. Crowd doesn't like that. Looks like that's going to go against the Greyhounds, but still lots of soccer left to play. And as I was stating, this is the regular season finale for the Greyhounds at home. They still have one more game. They're going to end their season on October 24th at Bordentown. So we'd love for our friends, family, community members to come out and support the Lady Hounds in that one, as we still have plenty of soccer left to play in this game. And lots of excitement for this team. And, you know, we've been talking a lot about the seniors, and obviously tonight is their night. But Northern's got a very talented class of underclassmen on their squad, both on the varsity level and the JV level. And on the freshman level, they've got talent coming up. This is going to be a team that's going to be good for years to come.
The Hounds have some really exciting JV players, too.
They do. You said it, TK. And in addition to the seniors that are out there, they've got some great players like Rachel Halverson, Michaela Pawson, Casey Monahan, Cheyenne Lewis, who we saw score a goal earlier, Shayla Moore. And these are players, not just JV players. They contribute to the varsity team as well. And next year, this team is going to be loaded with seniors who are getting a lot of experience and a lot of playing time. And those seniors include Kelsey Anisens, who we saw get an assist earlier tonight. Obviously, our goalie, Rachel Quigley, will be a senior next year. Hannah Alexander, Taylor Barletta, Morgan Bentley, Lauren Garwood, who's one of our stat leaders so far this year, Kelly Sweeney, Taylor Zola, Caitlin White, Brooke Hart, Jess Fell, who we've saw some outstanding defense from earlier, in addition to a couple of others too, like Nina Burden and others. So Northern currently up in this one. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Tyler Kay. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 22nd, 2018. It is senior night as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds are ahead in this one versus the New Egypt Warriors, 1-0, but still lots of soccer left to play here in the second half. And Northern got on the board in the first half with a goal by Cheyenne Lewis. And they're really taking it to New Egypt here in the second half, really holding this high-powered offense here. The Warriors come into this one 10-3-1, average about 3 goals a game. And they're really doing a great job. And it's clear that the coaches have done a great job keeping these girls motivated. So it looks like we're going to get a throw in here by the Greyhounds. And New Egypt's going to get possession there. But the defense and the goalkeeping has been outstanding for the Greyhounds and also for New Egypt. I mean, Northern's certainly been the aggressor, and they've gotten more shots on goal. And New Egypt's only given up 1 goal so far. But still plenty of action. Lots of excitement here on senior night as we honored our 3 seniors at halftime. And it looks like New Egypt's going to get a chance here, maybe at a goal. We'll see what happens. And that's a good save there by Quigley, and she's going to...
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep, for New Egypt, but still, lots of action here left. And I'm curious to see who gets the throw in here. It's going to be New Egypt on that one. As I was stating earlier, you know, Northern 5-11-1 this year. You know, that record, a little disappointing, but as I stated numerous times, they've really played some really tough opponents, and they've really hung with those teams. They had 7 one-goal games this year. They tied Delran as well. But even though they've been on a little bit of a losing streak lately, hopefully they can get a big win here tonight in front of our crowd and use this as momentum going into the state playoffs. As I said, they're going to have a chance to go up against one of the top teams, and you never know. Once you get in the tournament, if you're playing well, you're playing hot, usually it's the team that comes into the tournament with the most momentum that wins. And that was a great kick there. Unfortunately went out of bounds on the Greyhound. So quick throw in here by New Egypt. And we'll continue the great action. And just want to remind our viewers once again, you can follow all of the athletic action on Twitter. That's at NBC_athletics, and that's run by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzaki. Does a great job keeping everybody plugged in here at the farm on all of the exciting athletic action here at Northern. So lots of action left to play here in this game, and Northern's currently up, as I stated, 1-0 in this one. Actually just got a score update from one of our other teams. The girls varsity volleyball team was actually playing in the BCSL tournament tonight, and they got a big win defeating Morristown, one of their heated rivals. They actually lost to Morristown twice this year in 2 straight sets each. And they found a way to beat Morristown tonight in the tournament, winning 2 straight sets of their own, 27-25 and 30-28. So 2 hard-fought battles, and that's a huge win for our girls. They lost to Princeton in the next round of the tournament in 2-1. So hard-fought battle. Congratulations to our girls getting that big win, and Coach Darling and Coach Barbaduro do a great job. TK, you and I had the opportunity to do their senior night, which was just last week. So that's a big win for them, and they wrap up their season on Wednesday, this Wednesday, the 24th, at Hopewell Valley. So we wish them the best of luck in that game as well. And we also have a state playoff game coming up for Northern. Our field hockey team will be at Allentown, and that is also this week on Thursday the 25th. So that game's at 3:30. So we wish all of our teams the best of luck, and obviously we look for our girls soccer team to make the playoffs as well, in addition to our boys soccer team. And as I stated earlier, our football team has a big game wrapping up their regular season on Friday at Bishop Eustis, and then we'll see how the playoff seedings shake out. But if the Hounds can get a big win, the football team, they'll go to 6-2, and hopefully they can get a good, favorable matchup this season. But we still got a great game going on here, and I would look for New Egypt to try to strike sooner than later, trying to get back into this one. As I stated, they score about 3 goals a game, and they give up less than 1. So for them to be down late, It's very uncharacteristic, but that says a lot about the Greyhounds and their coaching staff doing such a great job getting these girls motivated. So that one's going to go out of bounds. And we'll see how it goes here for the Warriors. Quick throw in. And that's going to be Celeste Leo, and that's going to be a goal.
Tough break, but still time left in this
That
one.
was a tough break there, TK. And as I was just saying, I was looking for them to get on the board quickly, and that was it. Celeste Leo, their leading scorer. She's got now 13 goals on the season. So she averages about 1 goal a game, and that was going to be the one girl that Northern was looking to stop, and she just put that one right in. So that's an unfortunate break for the Greyhounds. Game now currently tied 1-1. Looking to update our score graphic here momentarily. But game currently tied. Lots of girls soccer left to play in this one. And again, the game clock is not the official clock. That is kept on the field by the officials. But still, 20 minutes left to play in this second half. And now the game is 1-1. So all the pressure is on New Egypt. They were currently down. That equalizer goal ties it up. But as you said, that was a tough break, TK. But we're looking to get a big win here tonight. And you can hear the crowd really getting behind our girls now. And hopefully our Lady Hounds can pull off a big victory here. But that was a heck of a goal by Celeste Leal. As I stated, she is their leading scorer. But that's just the way it goes.
You win some, you lose some. But those are the breaks of the game.
Absolutely, and I know Northern wants nothing more than to get a big victory here in front of our home crowd. As I stated, they're 0-9-1 in their last 10, but that is a very deceptive record. As I stated, 6 of those games were 1-goal games. And this is a Hounds team. They started the season red hot. I mean, they were 5-2 at one point, and they had scored some big victories versus teams like Burlington Township, Camden Catholic, Cherry Hill West, Pemberton, Atlanta Tech, and they were cruising, and then they just run into some really, really tough competition against teams like Delran, RV, Morristown, Cherry Hill East, Cinnaminson, and then recently, as I stated, coming off a tough loss to Manalapan, and that was, again, a 1-goal game. So Hounds have a lot of talent out there, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them get back on the board here quickly, and I would look for them to go to their go-to scorers like Victoria D'Imperio or Nina Burden, Heather Russell, Lauren Garwood. These are all great playmakers offensively for the Greyhounds. And leaders, really, both on the field and off the field. So, still, lots of action. Northern look to be in command here of possession. And hopefully they could put one more on the board here before this is all said and done and get a big victory in front of our home crowd. And this would be a big momentum shift going into not just the playoffs this year, but, next season. And as I stated, a lot of young talent coming up. So this team is looking to get better and looking to improve and looking to make some noise soon.
Always want to improve every season. I'm really excited for the Hounds' next game, too.
Yeah, that's right, DK. And we'll see how the seeding shakes out after this one. As I stated, that game will probably be on the road as the Hounds. That's going to sail just over the keeper. Next game will be on the road. But, some really exciting action here at this game from both these teams, both Northern Burlington and New Egypt. So hats off to both these teams and the coaches.
Great effort by the opposition tonight. It's clear that both sets of coaches have motivated their players today.
That's right, and hats off to coaches Yesner, Rafrano, Real, and Napolitano. They've got these girls playing some really competitive soccer this season and, for years to come. So looks like a great combined effort.
You can't spell combine without NBC.
That's right, TK, and it's going to take a full team effort here tonight to get a big win versus the Warriors of New Egypt. As I stated, this is a really good team, 10-3-1, 3 goals a game. We saw how quickly they got on the board there with Celestial putting that one in. And they just got to make sure that they keep the ball away from her, and hopefully they can get on the board. And that looked like a great stop there by New Egypt, but Northern's still in possession here, so we'll see what can happen in this one.
Wow, what a play.
New Egypt's going to try to clear the zone, but Northern's still dominating. Oh, great attempt. That was blocked there by the defense, but it looked like Northern was going to get a great shot on goal there. I thought that one was going in, TK, but that was very fortunate of New Egypt to stop that one. But Northern, you could see, is clearly the aggressor here in this second half, and clearly the last couple of minutes as well. You know, that one by New Egypt just kind of got by them, but, you know, hats off to Rachel Quigley once again. She has had a tremendous season in goal, over 130 saves, as I stated. And she was taking over for senior leader Jenna Vigorita from last year, so hats off to her for the effort this season as well. And we still have a lot of soccer left to play here in this one. And we'll see what New Egypt can do here, trying to clear the zone versus the Greyhounds.
Boom!
And that one's going to go just past midfield. And Northern's back on the attack again, so we'll see what they could do. And that's going to be another great attempt there, and the crowd was fired up for that one, just sailed out of bounds. But we'll see here, great corner kick opportunity here. And we'll see what the Hounds got in store here.
Take that with you!
All right, that's going to be a goal by the Greyhounds. And it looks like that goal was going to get credited to Heather Russell. And she was assisted by Michaela Paulson on that one. So, two outstanding players, young players on the team. So, hats off to the Northern. Just a great heads-up play. So, tremendous play by the Greyhounds. Going to update the score here any second now. And Northern now up in this one, 2-1. So, magnificent play. And you'll love to see the crowd fired up now. Northern back in the lead, 2-1. And now the pressure's on New Egypt once again. So, it's been a really action-packed second half here, and still have lots of soccer left to play in this one. So we'll take a look at the replay here, and just a really great corner kick here by Michaela Paulson. She is a freshman this year. I have the privilege of having her in class. She's an outstanding student and athlete, and just the precision she puts it in there and just sets up Russell, and that was a great play by Heather Russell, capitalizing on it. Another freshman. So, as I was stating earlier, Northern's got some really great talent, young talent, and now up in this one, 2-1. So, have New Egypt on their heels a little bit, and certainly the pressure's going to be on the Warriors here to try to put another one on the board, but you can hear the crowd is fired up for this one, and as I stated earlier, we've got a great turnout because it is senior night, and I know the young players would love nothing more than to get these seniors a big win here on their night under the lights here at the farm, and, you know, build on some momentum. And they, as I stated, have one more game on the docket before the end of their season, and that's at Bordentown, and that's later this week. So, big momentum shift there for the Greyhounds, TK, and excellent call there. And who knows, the Greyhounds may get another goal here before this is all said and done. They've been playing some outstanding soccer here. Ball is about midfield. That's going to go out of bounds on the Hounds, and New Egypt's going to get possession. But it looks like New Egypt's just been outworked here in the second half, and they look a little gassed. And as I stated, they're not used to this. They've been playing some outstanding soccer lately. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10. The Greyhounds are 0-9-1. So I think maybe New Egypt maybe took Northern for granted a little bit, and I'll tell you what, the Greyhounds have really come to play tonight, and they've just been doing a great job, and they've just been out hustling their opponent. And as I stated, you know, of those 10 games, 6 of those games were one-goal games. So it's obvious that the Hounds have a lot of talent. They just got some bad breaks along the way, but they're up in this one now, 2-1, with goals by Cheyenne Lewis in the first half, and now a goal by Heather Russell here in the second half. And some outstanding play. Kelsey Anasens assisted that first goal, and that was Michaela Paulson there assisting on the second goal. So, still plenty of time left in this one. Just over 16 minutes left to play. And again, anything could happen. Still lots of soccer left. But Northern has certainly been dominating on their end. And Rachel Quigley's doing a great job protecting the goal. But still lots of action left here. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. looked like that was going to be another shot attempt. I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Tyler Kay. We are here live at the farm. It is senior night. It is Monday, October 22nd, and it is the second game of our sports doubleheader as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the New Egypt Warriors. And what's really been a great matchup. Northern's currently up in this one 2-1, coming off a big victory our boys soccer team had, winning that one 3-0, also against New Egypt. That was another great shot attempt. In that game, Christian Hurd had a great bicycle kick, and goals by Osborne and Cocatello got us a big victory. But New Egypt's going to send that one out, try to clear the zone. Northern certainly been the aggressor on offense. And we're just looking to ride the momentum here and maybe get another big victory. And that could be a huge boost. As I stated, the state playoffs are right around the corner. And maybe get a big victory at Bordentown. And then cruise into the state playoffs, maybe with a higher seed than they anticipated. Oh, a little chippy play here. And as I said, both these teams are really going at it. That was Michaela Paulson there who got the assist. And looks like Northern's going to get another shot. But scooped up there by the keeper. So, TK, we've got a really contentious game going on here. I know both these teams won a victory in the worst way. Obviously, these teams are in two different divisions, Patriot Division and Liberty Division, respectively, but always hard to plan for a team who you don't play that often. And it's clear that the coaches have done their due diligence here for Northern and have these girls fired up and ready to play because they are taking no prisoners, so to speak, and they're really playing well, and they're hanging with a really good team. And we've gotten some great play from not just our seniors, but our younger players too. And it looks like Northern's going to get another shot at goal, and that's going to get broken up by New Egypt. But still fighting for possession, scooped up there by the keeper. And I wouldn't be surprised for Northern to put another goal on the board sooner than later. Doing such an outstanding job. And as I stated, it just looks like New Egypt's run out of gas here, and they're just tired. It looks like we're going to get a penalty there. We got a call there by the ref, whistle. And New Egypt's going to look to get into some prime position here to maybe tie this game up 2-2. So, crowd didn't like the call, but it was the right one. And New Egypt's going to have a shot here. And Northern's just going to try to get it out of the zone there and maybe get one more goal before this one's said and done. And the crowd is still fired up, and it's been a long night for all these girls and everybody here. As I stated, second game of our doubleheader. But you know what? I'll tell you what. You wouldn't know that by the response we're getting from the crowd. And it looks like Northern might get another chance. And just kicked away there by the Warriors. But outstanding effort there by the Greyhounds. And we'll see what the Warriors can do here to try to counter up this one. And it looks like they may get their opportunity. I thought that ball was going to go out of bounds. And it does. But New Egypt's going to get a quick throw in here, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve here in prime position to try to score another one here for the Warriors. Just want to remind our viewers once again, you can check out all of the exciting action on Northern TV, Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're also streaming on the web. We have our YouTube channel. You can keyword Northern TV. You can check out our app at appcatch.com. And you can check us out. We're streaming on our district webpage at nburlington.com. And you can watch not just all of the exciting athletic action, but all of the exciting academic action here as well. We do our award ceremonies, our National Honor Society induction, which will be coming up in December, in addition to our Northern News, our flagship program, and much, much more. So lots of ways to stay plugged in. All the exciting action here at Northern. And I'll tell you what, we've got a heck of a game going on here. Quick throw-in, wasting no time. And we've gotten some really outstanding play here from our young talent. Both Russell and Paulson, they're freshmen, and they've really just been doing a great job hanging here. This is a varsity team. These two young girls are doing a great job. The whole team is doing a great job, but it's great to see, the young talent developing here and hanging with seniors here on the field. And we'll see what's up here, because Northern has another great opportunity to put one on the board, and they've certainly given New Egypt no rest. And they look like they're in prime position here maybe to tack on another one.
Doesn't get better than that.
And Northern still being highly aggressive. New Egypt still can't manage to clear it out, and it looks like they do, getting that one past midfield. Looks like we're getting an offsides there. And Northern now will get possession once again. So we'll see what Quickly can do here. And Northern's going to get an opportunity here to send this one towards the New Egypt side. So big boot there. And that looks like it's going to get past a couple defenders. And great header there by New Egypt. Sending that one to the sideline. But quick throw in here by the Greyhounds. And that one's going to get past the defense once again. And looks like Northern's going to have a great shot here.
Oh! Take that with you!
And that was Victoria D'Imperio, our leading scorer, getting her 13th goal of the season. And that assist is going to go to Heather Russell, who had a previous goal. So a goal and an assist for Russell tonight. And a great play there by D'Imperio, just beating the defender, beating the keeper, sending that one in. Falling to the ground, scoring a goal. Northern's up in this one now 3-1. Here's a look at the replay once again. Just a great play. Tripped by the keeper, and it goes in. And just an outstanding effort there by the Lady Hounds. So gotta love that. The crowd is fired up. Northern currently in the lead now 3-1. And the clock is ticking away with under 10 minutes to play here in this one. Senior night at the farm. Northern Burlington in the lead 3-1. So great play, and Paulson's going to be aggressive once again. You never know, the Hounds could get a fourth goal here. New Egypt's going to clear that one.
They're really exploring the space out there.
They certainly are, TK, and this has been a great game, and Northern's currently in the lead. And we'd love to see the community support, parents, teachers, staff members, students on hand supporting our girls. And we still have a lot of soccer left to play in this one, and who knows? New Egypt could get back into this one very easily. As we stated, they score about 3 goals a game, so still anybody's game, still lots of time left. And they've got one more game on the docket, and that's going to be against Bordentown before they wrap up their season with the playoffs around the corner. So the Hounds are looking at the state playoffs, and they've gotten some big wins this season versus local teams. And as I stated, they are coming off a really tough streak here, but hopefully they can get a big win here in front of our home crowd, and they're certainly doing a great job here tonight here at the farm.
What a play! Wow! The offense really came out to play in this one, Jimbo.
That certainly was some fancy footwork, TK, and Northern's going to be on the attack again. Hopefully try to get one more on the board before this one's done. You know, we've been talking a lot about the fall sports here, but we've got a really exciting winter sports season approaching here at Northern. Had a lot of success last winter. Our boys basketball team, led by head coach Mr. Gene Darling, won their division for the first time in over 30 years. The girls basketball team advanced to the state playoffs. As I was stating before, our goalkeeper, Rachel Quigley, is a point guard for our girls basketball team. And that team has high expectations, led by coach Colin Hugo, in addition to players like Brianna Sorrento, Alexa Blue. Our boys and girls bowling teams are looking to have some bounce back years. Our boys and girls swim teams look to jump into the pools this season with high expectations. And our winter track team is always a division leader. We also have our wrestling team, which is going to be led by head coach Mr. Cody Melton, former state champion here at Northern Burlington. And I know he's got the boys fired up for the season. Northern has a great history of success with wrestling, and I know Coach Melton would like nothing more than to hang another division banner, maybe another state championship up here at the farm. So, big boot there by the keepers. And we still have quite a bit of time left here in this one. But the Hounds cruising up 3-1. And as I stated, goals were by Victoria D'Imperio, Heather Russell, and Cheyenne Lewis. And we've also gotten some outstanding defensive play from players like Michaela Paulson, Jess Fell, Faith Rivera, one of our seniors, and of course Rachel Quigley in goal, and others. And we're going to get a pause in the game action here, and just want to remind our viewers, if you're interested in any sponsorship opportunities, you could reach out to us, northerntv@nburlington.com, or you can email our director of instruction, Mr. Matt Conowitz, mconowitz@nburlington.com. for more information on sponsorship opportunities, ways to educate, inform, entertain our audience here at Northern. So back on the pitch, looks like a little, maybe an asthma issue with one of the players on New Egypt. We're going to wish her a speedy recovery. Certainly been a hard matchup here.
Hard fought game.
It certainly has been, TK, and Northern still looking to put some points on the board. You can never let up versus an opponent certainly like this one. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Seems like the crowd likes that.
You can feel the energy level of the crowd, and it really pumps up our athletes out there.
It certainly has, and tonight, as I stated, the boys had a big win, 3-0 versus New Egypt, and now our girls are looking to get a big win here in this doubleheader. So a few minutes left here in this one, and if you're Northern, I would think that at this point you want to play a little bit of keep away. As I stated, New Egypt's got some tremendous goal scorers. We saw Celestial earlier put one up. She's our leading goal scorer, and they average about 3 goals a game. So Northern's doing a great job keeping the ball away from them, and they might even get another shot on goal here before this one's said and done. Paulson looks like she's going to get an attempt, and both teams are going to run back.
You can't spell running back without NBC.
You certainly can, TK, and we've seen some great play by both teams, and the crowd is certainly fired up on that one. So still plenty of soccer left to play in this one, and we have to love the outstanding effort here by our Lady Hounds, and for the Warriors too. I mean, they've had a really successful season. If they lose this one, they'll still be 10-4-1. They'll still be in prime position in their playoff bracket. So we wish both teams obviously the best of luck. These teams won't meet in their sections, but you never know as the tournament shakes out if these two teams ever meet. But obviously, you know, first things first, we have to get through this game, and we have to see how Northern seeding shakes out in their section. And as I stated, they'll probably have a 11, 12, 13 seed, and they're going to be going up against the powerhouse, whether it's Allentown, Steiner, Brick, Hopewell Valley. You never know how it's going to shake out in the next day or two, but we wish, obviously, both teams the best of luck, and that one's going to go out of bounds once again. So, tough defense here by both teams. Quick throw in here by the Hounds, and they're looking to maybe even put one more on the board before this one's said and done.
You always want to improve every game.
Sure do, TK, and after the Hounds lost a nail-biter to Manalapan, they've come really focused into this one, and currently in the lead. Boom! That was a big hit, and the ref was there, so it looked like no call, just maybe some incidental contact. But, you know, as I was stating earlier, certainly been a physical game, some chippy play out there, but you got to love the aggression by both teams.
Hey, Jimbo, you can't teach hustle.
No, you cannot, TK, and Northern has really just out-hustled their opponent today here in this one.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And the keeper's going to sail that one to about midfield, and it's going to be recovered by the Greyhounds. Still, once again, for those tuning in, I am Mr. James Stout. I am joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Tyler Kay. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 22nd, and it is senior night as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds currently in the lead versus New Egypt 3-1. And as I stated earlier, this is the second game of our sports doubleheader. Our boys were victorious as well versus New Egypt 3-0 in the opening game of this senior night matchup. And who knows, the Hounds maybe looking to put another one on the board. Looks like Paulson was in position there, but quickly stolen by the Warriors. So, still, got to love the aggression by the Hounds. Looking to put another goal on the board. As I stated, can't take any opponent lightly, and got to love the focus here. That's going to get scooped up by the keeper. Now, for those who don't know, Northern TV records 2 varsity sports per season. We actually had our hands full, TK, this fall season. We did 7 varsity sporting events, including Northern Burlington's football team's big win versus Ewing, our girls' varsity volleyball team win versus Pennsauken, in addition to their senior night versus Sterling. Obviously, our boys and girls soccer team's senior nights here tonight. We were on hand for Homecoming 2018. Northern Burlington Greyhounds defeated the Heightstown Rams. That was a big win. And we did a tough loss as well, as the girls' varsity field hockey team fell to RV in one of our opening days of school. But Northern's girls looks to have numbers in this one, and we'll see what can happen. And looks like New Egypt slowed them down a little bit there, but I'll tell you what, these girls want nothing more than to put another goal on the board. And considering the streak they've had coming into this one, you know, falling in some really tough matchups, it's good to see them come out here against a really good team like New Egypt, as I stated, 10-3-1. and get a big win. And as I stated, they still have one more game away on the docket, and that's at Bordentown, and that game will be later this week as both teams prepare for the state playoffs. So I'm sure Coach Yesner, Coach Rafano, Coach Real, Coach Napolitano love the effort here. What better way to wrap up your season at home than getting a big win in front of your home crowd, getting a big win on senior night?
Coaches have done a great job this season.
As we always do at the farm. And I'm just looking forward to this one winding down, TK, because we've done a lot of soccer here tonight. And we've also been streaming this on YouTube, so we want to thank our other video production teacher, Mr. Matt Pona, obviously, for his production work. And our production crew on both teams, boys soccer and girls soccer, for all of their outstanding work as well as Mr. Mina Labib for his excellent commentary in the boys soccer game as well. So Northern looks like maybe in prime position to score another goal. We'll see. And that one's going to cross, but looks like they're going to call. And the crowd does not like that. But nevertheless, this one's winding down here. And Northern's going to get a big win, it looks like, in front of our home crowd. So congratulations to the Lady Hounds. Congratulations to the coaching staff. And, you know, our hats off to New Egypt. They've had a tremendous season as well. We wish them the best of luck in their playoff bracket. And that's going to do it.
Great play by the Greyhounds.
It was great play, TK, and thanks for coming.
A pleasure to be here.
So, for all of us here at Northern TV, on behalf of Mr. Tyler Kay, I'm Mr. James Dowd, signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, a senior night victory for the girls varsity soccer team, 3-1.